So, lockdown is coming to an end. And I'm sure for all of us, our hope and our prayer is that we won't have to walk through this season again. It feels as if we're standing on a threshold, inching our way forward into a new normal. Everything feels just a little uncertain. And I think at this point we have huge opportunities, and there's also some danger. The opportunity is to do things differently, to make choices which bring change. The danger is that we move too quickly, that the virus returns, that the lockdown comes back, and that more people lose their lives. But there's also a danger that we miss what God has been saying in this season, that we forget what he's been teaching us and rush headlong back to what was before. Because God has been most definitely speaking. He's been showing us new possibilities, new ways of doing things. Who would have thought 4 months ago that every single church building in the country would have been closed, and that we would have had no choice but to meet online? We've all been Zooming all over the place, live streaming. But the interesting thing is that many people have been seeking after Jesus in this season, joining in with what we've been doing. Is this the church of the future? Who knows? But one thing I do know is it cannot go back. For us, the greatest gift of this season has been time. I know that's not been the case for all of us. For some, it's been frenetic, stressful, balancing, homeschooling, full-time jobs, having small children around. It's just not been an easy season. But for us, we've had no choice but to stop. As we arrived in March and the diary just quickly emptied. And even now, things that are in for September, we have no idea, even October, November, whether those things will happen. So, we've enjoyed this season. We've enjoyed having the time. We've enjoyed getting to know our community and the people around us. Is God calling us back to the busyness that was before? Is he calling us to do exactly the same things? Or is there a new way forward, new opportunities, new ways of service? Should we pick up all that we were doing? Or is God calling us to something different? I believe that God challenges all of us with those questions. That this is a time to lay everything down on the table and not to rush back to what we think we knew before. So often in Scripture we find that God uses difficult and traumatic events to shift his people from one place to another. In one particular example would be the persecution that comes in the book of Acts, when God actually uses that to get his people out of Jerusalem and to the ends of the earth. I'm not in any way suggesting that coronavirus is from God, but could it be that he actually needed us to stop so that he could shift us into a new place? My encouragement to you today is to stop, to pray, to spend time. And before you rush off into post-lockdown freedom, wait and seek God about his plans for the future. I love these verses from Psalm 27. I believe that I will look upon the goodness of God in the land of the living. Therefore, wait for the Lord. Be strong. Take courage. but wait for the Lord.